How you doing, Mr. Otterson? Did you get the PDFs? I sent them to you twice. Okay, you got them. Let's just wait a couple minutes. I'm early. Let's wait for the chat to populate somewhat. Is there anything that you're having problems with that we've worked on, or anything that you want to review or revisit until somebody gets here? Anything. Triple fills, the turnarounds, grouping of 4. For turnarounds, we're going to work on groupings of 6 today. Okay. Okay, well, I will start the lesson. I mean, I'm just waiting, like I said, I'm a little early, so everybody will populate the chat and we'll start the lesson. But anyway, you understand the levels a lot better now? Because no matter what we play, we're always using the level system or to control strokes. It's just a natural way to play. So I gave you a sheet today on paradiddles, single paradiddle. Dennis, hello, Dennis. Okay, now what Dennis are you? A new Dennis or an old Dennis or a middle-aged Dennis? Dennis, where are you from? And is this your first time here or no? I get so many people coming in and out. Did you get the PDFs as well, Dennis? All right, anyway, we're going to work on the paradiddles, maneuvering the accent. I'm going to do the first paradiddle, the first line, Mr. Otterson. Okay? And it's just we're going to do it slow. It's a single paradiddle. It's just down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down. Now the second line, see, I was accenting the 1, 2, 3, 4, the downbeat on that. The second line, we're going to accent the E of 1, 2, 3, 4. So our starting position, how you doing, Jim? Our starting position is going to be here. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4 E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. You got the day, you got them. Okay, Dennis. Atlanta, Georgia. All right. We have Atlanta, Georgia. We have Massachusetts. And where are you from again, Mr. Otterson? Norway? Is that Norway? All right, so we have 1 and 2. On the count of the first one, the accents fall on the 1, 2, 3, 4. On the second one, okay, the accent is falling on all the E's. So I'm going to play one measure of the accents 1, 2, 3, 4, one measure of all the E's, back and forth, nice and slow. Okay, just over and over again. Norway, all right. So one from the south in the United States, one from the north in the United States, and one from Europe. All right. God bless the internet. Now, what I do with the first one, I like to hang out with that. I'm taking it off snares. So we get this sound. So what we're going to do now, we're going to play all the right hand accents over here, all the left hand accents over here. Man, it's left hand again. Do we understand that? Jim, you understand it? Dennis? Do we understand how I moved that? So that's the first two. And I'm putting all the right hand accents on the floor, all left hand accents on the small tom. Now we'll go to the third one. Now, I don't know what you want to call this, a displacement or the paradiddle modulation. I don't know what you ever want to call it. But anyway, the doubles are going to fall on the E ands. Okay? So you have the first guy, we're starting with the right. So we have, where is that? 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. You see the levels in there? No matter what you do, in order to obtain the sound, what you're going to have to do is put your hands in position always to nail the accent. Two different sounds, a few different motions. Okay, now you have a free stroke and a downstroke, upstroke and a tap in one grouping of four. Okay, so what's going to happen there is you just have to get used to it. It's just a natural way to play. But what you're doing is you're taking it all the way back down to ground zero and realizing what's occurring and making it stronger. 1 E and the sorry guys. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Now, a lot of guys would say that that's all upfront nonsense and bullshit. Teach them drumming. Well, that is drumming. That's essential. What I'm doing is I'm showing you what's occurring when you're playing that movement. Now, you want to move all left-hand accents over here. All right-hand accents. Okay? So now, let's start. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. I'm exaggerating the movement, but can you see that? So now that gives us three different versions. We go to the fourth line, and the accent's going to be on the 1E, 2E, 3E, and 4E. So let's do it on one surface first. So you have how you doing there? Was that Kemal? I can't pronounce your name. I apologize. How you doing, Ed? I started a little early. I know you have the sheet, Ed. The parallel city. It's in that particular movement. Is in Charlie Wilcoxon's Rudimental Swing. Did you get everybody got the PDFs on this guy? I don't know if you got the PDF. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you Kemalcan. Kemalcan. Is that okay? Here's my email. If you don't have it, mail me. I'll put you on the mailing list. Okay? Just email me and you'll get. Oh, that's the wrong. Jesus, Matt, big fat fingers. There you go. That's the email. There's the email. The first one's not right. Let me see if I can get that out of there. Let me see how that works. Come on. Let me see if it works like that. Oh, this stuff drives me crazy. There you go. Okay, so that's my email. Email me. You'll get the location and time and the days that the lessons will be, 2 different sites, and the PDFs if necessary. Okay, now, we understand that. I have one more movement on that. We're going to do the last 2 notes of the paradiddle accented. Got it? 1, E, and da. 2, E, and da. 3, E, and da. 4, E, and da. And then move all the rights to the floor tom-tom, the accents, and all the left-hand accents to the small tom-tom. Do we all understand that movement? Any questions on that? Hey, Jim, any questions? Mr. Otterson, Dennis, Ed, Kemmelcan? I think. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it, but that's the best I can do. Okay, so that will take care of that part. And just, you know, how I practice something like that, I'll do like line 1. I feel good with line 1, I'll go to line 2. Feel good with line 2, go to line 3, so on and so forth. Then what I'll do is I'll just make up my own as I go along. That's just the movement. Now, like I said, for the guys that are just here, you know, my left hand is really down because of some sort of injury I got. So I'm not up to par, but I'm going to try the best I can. See, that left hand's flying all over the place. Damn. Sorry about that. Slow it down. We all have to practice it. But like I said, I can't move my left hand. It's all numb. I'm trying the best I can. All right, that's the first part of the lesson. The other PDF that you should have are turnarounds and groupings of 6, in groups of 6. And with that, we did that the other day, kinda, and now I'm going to really elaborate on it. And what it is, it's a double paradiddle. Now, there's a lot of different formations you could play the double paradiddle in, but for this particular approach or lesson or whatever, I'm dealing with the double paradiddle as a grouping of 6. Now, we know how to count the grouping of 6 a couple different ways. The grouping of 6, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of counting. And it doesn't feel good as you're playing the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know? So what I do is I count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 in. So I'm playing the double paradiddle. Now I'm going to play it slow and I'm going to count 6. This is to show you what the movement is with the levels of a double paradiddle. And I believe this is in the Buddy Rich book. Okay, so I'm counting as 1, 2, 3, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you see the level system in there. That's the double paradiddle with one accent. So I'm going to now take it to another zone. Instead of 1 and 2, I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3 as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Ah, Jesus. You got it? So now we have the right hand double paradiddle with one accent, the left hand paradiddle, double paradiddle with the left hand accent, the first note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. That's the alternating paradiddle. Now, the other one is the grouping of 6 itself. Right hand lead. That was with the left lead. Now I turn the lead around with the left hand lead. So, if you noticed on the PDF, you see on top of the line where it says right, right, left, left. That's actually line 3 of stick control book. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use this as the formula. Okay, so we're going to have R is going to become, 2 R's in a row would be a grouping of 6 and a double paradiddle on a right-hand lead. 2 L's in a row would be a grouping of 6 left-hand lead to a left-hand paradiddle, a double paradiddle, to make the turnaround back to the right. Now I'll do that line slow. Okay, so we have this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now I'm ready to go with the left-hand lead. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now right hand. It's actually better to see it written out. Do you understand it, gentlemen? That's the right, right, left, left line. That's line 3 of stick control book, page 5. Then we go to the next guide, and down, it's line 4 of the stick control book, left, left, right, right. You see the sticking pattern above the actual exercise. Does that make any sense to you guys? Okay, you understand? I mean, it's very simple, yet it seems a little complicated. You know, guys just make it complicated. You know, the stick control book, yeah, you know, when you first get the stick control book, it looks like, yeah, I mean, it's all exercises, all different kind of combinations of right and lefts and all that shit. But I'll tell you what, there's a brilliance there of George Lawrence Stone. His order of sticking, okay, is amazing. And you could use that book as a reference to anything. And guys tell me, well, man, that book sucks. How could somebody possibly say that? Well, the only way they could say that is because they don't understand the book itself. And I don't want to spend too much time on the, the turnarounds, groupings of 6, if you understand them. I don't want to sit here and play. Do we all understand them, gentlemen? Jim, Ed, who's that, Dennis? And Camelon? I hope so. Do we all understand? I know Mr. Otterson does. Jim, Ed, the other guys, do you understand it? couple things out of the workbook, and that's in reference to last night's lesson. All right, Jim, what, that was ostinato number 3, the combinations number 23. Was that where we left off? I know you understand, Ed. No problem. Dennis understands, Jimmy understands, and so does Mr. Otterson. All right, now, last night we had a couple discussion about the workbook, ostinato number 3, combination 23. Do you understand it better now, Jim? I need some, yes, it was. It's better for you, Jim. You understand it. All right, so let's do any particular one that you want me to go over that you're not certain of or you want to be sure of, 1 through 8. That's ostinato number 3, combination number 23. Now, you've been working them right-handed and left-handed? If I were you, I would spend a lot more time. I mean, I spend a lot of time here because I'm right-handed, but also to make that right hand, this, I don't know how this makes sense, but the more you work with that left-hand lead, the stronger your right hand becomes. Well, you don't have to be embarrassed about anything, Jim. In reality, if you tell somebody what you were doing, okay, that helps other guys. And that's what all the members do. You know, when you make a statement that, well, I was doing this, now don't be embarrassed. Maybe somebody else was doing it, but they don't want to say it. So what you're doing is you're helping them, okay? What I like to do with this guy is sit here and go with the left hand. The left hand lead. So the first one would be 1, E, and 2. And do that one for a while, left hand lead. That makes the right side stronger. Guys that have the workbook or the PDFs, anyone would you like to go over in particular? You're all right with that, right, Jim? You want to go to number 24? Guys, you want to go to 24? Talk to me. Would you like to go to 24? Talk. If not, I'm going to close it up. All right, well, it'll be a horse. It will be. They're taping it now as I'm doing it. So in about a half hour after the lesson, after processing, you'll be able to see it. Let's go. Where are we going, Jim? Hey, Horse, you said to me in the past, and I talked to you about it last night, but you seem to ignore it. You said you were going to become a member in January. I asked you like the beginning of December, and it's almost the middle. It's almost halfway through January. Are you going to become a member of my site, MattPatellaLiveLessons.com? A monthly member? This workbook is something I put together, and I'm working on number 2. Dennis. Okay? It's 188 pages. It's Matt Patella's Live Lessons workbook number 1. Okay? It's available. I have 4 left. Well, actually 3 because one bought one last night. If you would like one, I'm working out of the workbook. That's the one work right at the moment. But I work out of the stick control book, the syncopation book, Gary Shafee's patterns series, technique technique patterns and time functions. Okay. Well, you're the only one, I think, 24. I'm going to close it up because I am tired. I will be back tonight. All right, well, you could become a member after the lesson. Just go to my channel. Do you know the address of the link? I mean, of the site? Rory and Dennis, if you like the book itself is $35. That includes shipping and handling, only in the United States. I'll tell you, if you live out of the United States, it's too expensive. So I would make a deal with you with the PDFs. That's okay, Mr. Otterson. You're attending. You have to get it through me. You email me your address, send me $35 in my PayPal account, and I'll mail you the book. You have my email. Jim, could you put my email? Matt Patella 1001 at gmail.com. If you would like the book, put $35 into my PayPal account. Give me your address and I'll mail you the book. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a day until tonight, 7 p.m. Same channel. We will be here 7 p.m. And then next week, we're doing all 1 p.m. lessons on this channel. All 7 p.m. lessons on my site, mattpatellallivelessons.com. Before I close up, any questions? And we're going to work with number 24 tonight, Jim. You're welcome. I tried here, Mr. Otterson. Okay, guys. One more time, I'm going to put my email in there. So just email me. You're welcome, Rory. Here's my email. Hold on. Oh, you did it, Jim. Okay, thanks. Okay, guys, no questions? Okay, we'll see everybody tonight, 7 p.m. And Jim, we're going to work with the combination number 24, okay? Right-handed and left-handed. Not about speed, about sounding real musical and solid. Okay, guys. Have a good rest of the day. Now, for those who don't have the PDFs and for those who are coming back at 7 p.m., please email me. I'll send them to you. Have a good day, Jim.